Saudi Arabia is becoming a big player in football now. And I was wondering what you think about that, because so much money is pouring into it. Loads of players are going over there. I mean, it could be. I feel like it can be quite a big problem in that way.
Yeah, it's just sad because it's like if I didn't come out, I'd be able to go there, no problem. Like, because I'm out now, is that a burden to go there because I'm the first gay professional football male player in top tier football? Would I be frowned upon for going to Saudi Arabia to play football? Like, if you think of it like that, it's absolute nonsense. So it's disappointing, but coming out has limited where I can play in this world and for my safety and for my own life. And at the end of the day, football is my job. And I want to have a life outside of football when I finish and when I retire. So I'll do whatever I need to do to keep myself safe in that space. And there is definitely some countries where I will not head to in my footballing career, just in order to protect my safety.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about the personal responsibility of players who are going there? I mean, loads of players have been criticised for going precisely because of those issues. And for example, you wouldn't be able to do the same thing. So, like, for example, just one example. I'm not trying to pick anyone out, but for example, Jordan Henderson was wearing a pride armband, a year or two before he went to Saudi Arabia, and now there's been a big deal signed. I wonder how you feel about like the individuals involved and how much responsibility there is there.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like, for example, David Beckham at the World Cup, he signed a huge deal with the World Cup, and then he was such an ally for the LGBTQ community, and then he didn't say anything when we needed him to speak up and about the Qatar laws and about the hosting the World Cup in Qatar. So that's another example with Henderson there. It's just sad because when everyone jumps on board, it's easy to jump on board. But when the times get difficult and you got to stand alone, like what I did, I stand alone and I made an announcement to the world, this is who I am. And whether you like it or not, I don't care. This is who I am. That's when it's hard. It's easy to jump on board when there's a million LGBTQ plus footballers in the world because everyone, it's normal, but it's difficult when you have to be the first one to do it and lead the pack. And for example, Henderson and David Beckham, they didn't have the same courage as what I did to lead the pack.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Jordan Henderson, he wrote, I don't want to, again, like what he said, I don't want to pick names, but he wrote like huge respect to Josh for doing this when you came out. And he said it's courageous, shares an important message. And then he moves to Saudi Arabia where human rights abuses are just so atrocious, especially even for like women's football, for example. So it's a sticky situation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you guys on that one. It's just hard on my end because I've worked so hard to get to where I am today, and I've done so much for the footballing community and the LGBTQ space, and I will continue to fight for our rights and the way we are treated in the footballing world. But yeah, it does hurt when you see moves like that or people, hide behind stuff when we need them and when we need to count on them. But as I said, like when I came out, both of those people congratulated me and said like how courageous that is. But when I did need them, they definitely weren't there. So
yeah, I feel like to a certain extent money talks as well.